All right, we're going,
Jesus
boys.
Christ.
We're going. Let's go.
I can count the pixels.
How many are there then? Tell me.
8. Just 8 of them.
I can't read their
Hey, that was
resistance.
a doofy slam. I can see that.
Oh,
Well,
nice one.
it's Joel. It's Joel on what's his face. So yeah,
All right.
It's Joel and Joel Clan.
So
It's
first
two.
of all, where are you shielding? Because you haven't seen them yet, and all you can do is stop them if they come through here. And if they come through here, all they need to do is just rotate, right? So you
Wait, one
already
second.
used.
Have you bought it?
What? No, no, no. He's just using the chat room. You can use it for free in the chat room.
Is anyone else getting the
Yeah.
shift to move images thing? And they can't
Yeah.
move it.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think yes to.
Someone's
Gotta pay-
spamming.
Gotta pay premium.
So like if
I
they could.
assumed it's on the recording.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Anyway.
So,
Sorry,
like, yeah.
So
You're literally only shielding one exit like a fucking Papega, because right now, this is the only way where you can properly use the shield. If they go through here, or they come through the top left, which they do, you've only got about this much of shield to deal with, or this much of shield that you can actually use, right? And then the rest of it's dog shit, and you haven't used your environment that much with it. The rollout for this map is go through statue, because it's easier to play with Reaper Doom. You don't want to be going up through here, because it's too fucking close and like narrow. You'd have to drop onto the point, and you're better off using the high ground because you can engage and when you want. But they drop the point anyway, like Papegas, and they don't even use that.
Wait, don't pause it. Check. Okay, never mind.
Okay, wait. That's all. I already missed something just by playing 2 seconds. So yeah, they dropped to the point, right? They could have used this high ground up here, which would have punished you a lot for being there, because all they need to do is put a shield here, right? And then they could hold here for a few seconds, waste your cooldowns, and then they drop down onto you with like a Sigma shield, and they can pull punch and fuck you up for free. Because they can surround you, but like going through this walkway, you can't really, you can only really hide from them by like going to back a point either this way or that way. So make sure you hold your shield until you scout what they're running and where they're coming from, right? As Orisa anyway. Someone's got a fucking macro, Jesus Christ. So yeah, what happens right now is I'm pretty sure their Doomfist drops and charges. Yeah, the Doomfist right here charging the punch, right? You use your shift already, which you really don't need to. I can't even draw! It takes forever. It's so laggy when you spam it. Yo, actually stop. I can't fucking draw, please.
I can't even act.
Bro, this is being recorded. This is what you're getting. This is what you're getting.
rendering the VOD as useless. Come on, lad. Let's do a VOD of shit.
Bro.
Who has the macro? Who is
Bruh.
Right. Fucking okay.
It's fucking radiator.
It's not me. I'm not even
Look,
doing
look,
it.
look, 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 look,
Oh,
look.
it's a Sayo.
You can somehow look. You can read that, right? Barely. It says charging rocket punch. You can see he's charging
No.
that shit.
No. it's
Nah,
the
barely.
text.
Look.
It's just frozen.
Charging
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
rocket
it.
punch. There you go. You can see the Doomfist. He's right there, right? Or somewhere there. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Then Jesse comes here, right? And your team is fine. Joel's shifted already. He doesn't need to. You can tank a hit. And if you line
bad,
yourself
I'm
up with
sorry.
this walkway, you don't even take the extra damage from being hit to a wall. You see that Doomfist right here. All you need to do is align yourself so you get punched back there, and you won't even take the damage. Or you could just hit the wall if you can't be asked to run all the way back, right? But they're pulling you. You can see the pull come out in like a second or two. So you know your team's going to be with you anyway. It doesn't matter if you get knocked back a bit. You can just tell Illios or Azai speed me back in. And you can tank the HP. You're a fucking Orisa. It's your job anyway. You want to save your shift when the Reaper drops on you, right? You're just being a dumbass by using it on the Doom so early because he can just cancel his punch. Then he has all of his fucking cooldowns to go in on you once your shift is down. But what happens is instead of tanking for your team when you're right in front of the Doomfist, which is where you should be holding, this fucking dumbass punches him away, and look what happens. He's there, and then he punches Azayo and almost kills him. Now, what could have happened is he's going for the punch, and as soon as you punch for him, he punches as well. You get stunned right in the middle of their fucking team, and they kill you. That's what could have happened. If you,
Wait,
it's
can he
unlucky
do it
you
if
missed the
he-
wall.
Wait,
What? What?
can that happen if if he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
looking at me?
It's like a Rhine punch. As long as
Really?
you're not directly behind him.
Oh,
As
okay.
long as you'll get hit
So
by it.
basically, you're lucky.
You're
I
lucky
didn't
as
actually
shit,
know
but you're
that.
unlucky as shit. If you hit the wall here, which is really hard to do since he'll just slide, you wouldn't have gotten that much value out of it since you booped him out of the way, and Azaya's out here free real estate for the Doomfist punch. And the only cooldown you have used, however, is like the fucking the Orisa shift. So that's that's the only gain you've got from it. You shouldn't have used it in the first place since you can tank it, but it's the only cooldown you used. So yeah, that happens. He punches in. Your Lucio's out of the fight for like a quick second, and their Doom's in the back line. You try and come back to him chasing it. You need to get out anyway. It's fine if you want to chase him. But then after that, your Orisa shield's down. You see it's down. You Sigma shield, and it's up here. It's good for the first 2 seconds. But then they go back into the fight, and you're shielding pretty much nothing now. As soon as your Orisa shield's down, to shield the team like a normal Orisa shield would, or shift on them. I'm pretty sure you do shift on them, but like you can take your shield down while you're shifting. So like, look, yeah, you're shifting
So
now, but you
this
keep your
is
shield
some-
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So retreating now is kind of useless since you still have all your cooldowns. The only thing you've used that they haven't used is probably like your Orisa shift and your Sigma shift, which you can still hold a point with since it's not the worst case scenario. You can take a quick second to retreat and sustain, but you're all full HP, so are they. And the only difference is that Doomfist has shields and you don't.
Lucio's coming back, right?
Yeah, Lucio's already back. He's a Lucio,
Oh, he's
slimy as
back.
shit. But I mean, if you're gonna be like holding this far back, if you've already been pushed that far back, you might as well like put your shield where you can use the environment, right? You can put your shield somewhere where you won't get like any sort of risk of having like a Reaper coming in here and maybe one tapping you while you're crossing into this room if you need to. You want to make sure you can like bisect your shield, so it's like this, right? Half of it's in the corner, like try and find any corner which you can like kite them through. You can maybe kite them through here if they try to push into you, or kite them back out. The only option you've given yourself is holding right on top of it and giving yourself like a good second to get back out at the point if you need to. And you've left a little window for the Reaper to shoot you through if you do rotate. But it's highly unlikely you get punished for any of this. I'm just saying it's better if you bisect your shields more often instead of putting them out in the open. Like, because that's a bit useless and any better team would probably abuse you for that. Okay, yeah, so you go for the pull punch here. I'm pretty sure you called it out since Jesse was like right here getting ready for it already, which is fine. And you do get the pick out of it. Yeah, big pick. So now as soon as you've seen that, your Orisa shield's already used their shift and your Sigma's used their shift. That's the only thing you've used now. You probably still have amp unless Isaiah threw and boosted already. I can't tell. And
No, you must certainly have.
I probably.
you've used your shield. You probably have about 3 seconds left on it. You can tell your team, I'm getting ready to engage in like 3, 2, 1, go in. As soon as your shield's like 1 second left on cooldown, you need to be calling, like Joel needs to be calling it, or if Radiate is playing and he can shot call, then call go in, because look what cooldown they're going to use now. Like, you stay on the point for a bit after you get a pick and you're being pushed back somehow, because they pull punch you but they don't get any value out of it. And look, there is a used gold now. Your shield should be back up right now, and you can either focus on the Doom who's just used all of his cooldowns and run into him, or you can like focus on their Orisa as soon as her shift goes down. But instead you just stay right where you are and you don't push in on this and get the fight done quicker. Yeah, you go for another pull punch. You like playing really slowly, more slow than you need to. Like, you use your shift. She doesn't have a shift. You win this fight every time. You can go in front of her shields. I don't think Phoenix has used his Wraith yet, so he can stay up your ass for a bit. And as soon as he hears the Reaper charge, he just gets out for free. So he doesn't need to worry about getting punched or anything. And as long as Isaiah's wall riding, he doesn't need to worry about getting punched. Like, as soon as you can take countermeasures for a Doomfist punch and go in at the same time while they've used their cooldowns, is big. So like right now, staying here, you're throwing, because you could get this fight over and done with a lot quicker than usual. You've gotten 3 picks and you're still staying here. I think maybe you push up, but like, it doesn't matter anyway, but you could have gotten that done a lot quicker. You were really split, and so were they. That's how you did it. And Mons was flanking the entire time doing his shit, and they don't punish him for it. But like, as soon as you see the Orisa shift go down, and they don't have any way to kill you properly since you've got your cooldowns, just abuse it. Nice chat, by the way.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, on the defense, you want to play slow. What the fuck was this shift? Yeah, did you lose this match, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, you're the reason why.
Wait,
I'm
nah.
joking, I'm joking. Nah,
Lily was
but
right.
look
listen,
at
to be fair,
this!
Lily was right.
You should have seen my setup. It was always worse than this
Let
one.
me
dude.
tell you, let me show you something. Just
look
look
at
at Joel,
Lily.
look at Joel and look at why he shifted. He got
Oh,
pulled.
he got pulled.
He got pulled. That's a big shift usage right there, boys. He gets right clicked by
I got
Doomfist. He
scared.
definitely dives to that. Oh wait, he got 400 HP and armor.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
stinky.
It's a big stinky right there. Look, and he stays still. If you're gonna
So
use your shift,
the constructive feedback, yeah, is make sure you use your shifts much more carefully. I think.
the only time you need to
I-
use a shift is against a Reaper when he flanks you. If you see a Doomfist punching up and you're not below like 300 HP, you tank that every single day of the
Yeah,
week.
think of it like how when we try and go for our combos, we'll pretty much always try and wait for the Reese to use our fortify. You don't want to give them windows to use those kind of combos.
Where the fuck are you? Why aren't you
Who's that?
babysitting your Orisa? The Reaper could have TP'd up here and fucked her already.
Wait, who is that?
Yeah,
Is that
It's
why not?
Radiator. It's
Oh,
Radiator.
Yeah,
that's
Radiator.
right.
Shock.
Okay.
Shock.
You can't even. You can only
Oh,
see
shock,
the shield.
yeah,
I can't even
shock.
see the person.
I'm not in this game.
Yeah,
I can
it's a
tell
bit
it's
harsh to
him
blame
because of the
radio for
HP
anything.
bar. I can tell it's him because of
We-
HP bar.
We brought this up in the
Oh, I
comms
see.
as well because I think we get wiped here,
Yeah.
and like we all said, the two tanks need to stay near each other.
Look at them. I see 5 of them grouped up. Who's with Joel? Literally, Phoenix is the closest person, and that's how far away he is.
And
Their
I'm screaming,
entire
"Get back."
team. Look, wait. I'm gonna measure this shit.
Mons is just is that Mons in
This
there?
is how far away their team is. That line. This is how
It's like
far
a-
away your team is. The closest person to Joel.
It's a 7v5. Look.
It's like that Piper Perry, the little white girl with the 5 black guys.
It's actually the fucking meme. Look, you got
The
one
closest-
person here,
The
one
closest
person there.
person is actually Mons.
Where is he?
He's in the enemy team.
He's fucking there. That's Mon. I can't even tell that's Mon. I thought that was Jesse.
I love that. I love that.
Well, I'm
the
assuming
closest
it-
person is
yeah.
our flanker.
And look, there in comes fucking Papega B. Trying to go in. Look, it's good that you want to go for your cooldowns, but I mean, I don't think you pulled at all. Look at this, look at it.
I was
How
just trying to
grouped
get
are
ult
they?
charge.
This is how fucking. You don't need ult charge, you need shields. Look at this. You Oscar a pull, there's 6 of them right here. That would have made you have like fucking double your HP. You could have stayed in for your punch.
I don't
and
think
you could have
Joel
stayed
have,
in.
I think Joel didn't have it.
You could wait for it. You know they're grouped up and they're not pushing in right now. They're still waiting for a bit for God knows why.
But my attention span is like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
so I couldn't.
And by the way,
Got
you
him.
wanna be really holding here so you can back off the statue if you need to.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah, another thing to say on this map though, from what you said, we should just always be on the right hand side.
Yeah, you
Like
should be on
push
the
in
right
through
hand side.
statue, hold the right hand side here. When we're on point, hold at the right hand side rather than hold at the sort of left hand side bridge.
When you're on the point, doesn't matter where you hold, as long as you have some sort of environment to get out to. And I mean, the statue's just better because you have the high ground. If you go on the left, I can't draw. If you're on the left, you have a tiny little cubby hole, which is free Reaper real estate. All right, that's fine. And they coalescence here. It's a bit dog shit since you've already kited it back and she gets no value. Oh look, who's she shooting? A bloody what's it called? Doomfist? Yeah, he's gonna die to that. Oh wait, he might.
Wait, no please, no please.
Oh no, you're full, you're fine. Oh, you're gonna get Joel killed though. Okay,
Hey,
so.
that's not, don't get me killed.
Alright.
I had to
I don't even
coalesce.
know what happened. This fucking thing went from 0 to 100 real quick. Okay,
Yeah,
so they
I had
coalesce.
to coalesce because people were getting low. I remember that.
Okay, you're split right now. You took a Doomfist punch. Good on you, fucking Joel. You took a punch. Now what you need to do
Pretty
as soon
guy
as you
raised by
see a
4 or 5.
Doomfist punching in, pull to the feet, alright? As soon as he starts going
Yep.
in, just pull to your feet or like pull somewhere where it will land on the floor, but it will take a while to land on the floor, so you give yourself a window. Because as
Like
soon as you
like
get
an angle.
yeah, if you get pull punched, you know your team's gonna be around you. You know they're gonna be
It's
able to
about a
follow up
23
on it.
like 23-degree angle.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck it is, you won't be able to calculate that shit. You can't even calculate it now if I gave you an hour. But like,
Thanks.
just pull on the floor as much as you can, if you can, when a Doomfist punching in for free into your entire team. As long as you go, unless you're gonna combo with like a Doom or a Sigma or like a Reaper or some shit, even Coalescence just to get some free free damage into them. You can just pull to the floor. If it's in neutral and you got no ults and shit to do anything with, just pull to the floor when the Doom's punching in and you have all your cooldowns.
Alright.
Okay, so then this happens. They come in. They're rushing you and you're split right now. Joel's is in the back of your team right here. So I don't know when your shield's coming up, but you want to be trying to kite them to the back of the point right now. Since they're trying to play really aggro, just waste their cooldowns trying to come into you. All you need to do is use a shield, maybe a speed amp. And then you'll have all your cooldowns to go back into them with. Yeah, but then you use coalescence, which I mean, I guess is fine since they're already running into you. You want to be
Yeah.
trying and use it in a spot where they've used their cooldowns, dropped their shields and shit, and they can't kite it. Like, I mean, and they're running into it. You could just be
Yeah.
you could be pushing it through the shield right now and telling your team to go back into them since they've used
I,
their
it,
cooldowns right now.
as I said, I think you can see that. I assume Joel was really low, and there was a Doomfist on him, so I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
use
that's
that
fine.
one defensively.
I mean, if you're already this close, like, what's the coalescence gonna do that your left click doesn't do?
I had no heals. I was
Okay,
screaming
never
up for a
mind.
while through this fight. Yeah.
Never mind. Do you have your heal on right click or scroll wheel?
Yes, yeah, you told me about it last time, so I
Okay.
can scroll to get
Yeah.
heals back quicker.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you just heard the Doomfist ult, right? You saw him like zoom up into the sky or whatever. As soon as you hear that, somebody needs to call split on your team. Instead of like going into the shield and staying together for a pull to just fuck you with, stay on either side of the shield. As long as one person's like that, like they can't punch you, bro. Can't. It's like they can't pull you into it. Sorry. If you're on this side of it and this side of it, it's impossible to pull both of you into it. So he either gets one or he gets none because you run away. But then you get pulled and to get out of it because you run into your Orisa, who's probably going to get hit with it anyway because he can't aim at any other target. Okay, yeah, and then you just get rolled over because of that. Yeah. They went aggro onto you, right? You were already split. As soon as you were split and they ran into you together, you already lost the fight. It was just a matter of when. Boosted. Okay, let's go into the next fight. Okay. It's fine if you want to rush left side if they're holding left side. It's better for you since you'll have the high ground while they're on the point and you can choose when to engage and when not to. You already use your shield here, which is kind of iffy since you can just use your Sigma shield to get in. You need to save your shield for when they place it again, because remember every defender has an extra shield. They've placed it down, they've already got it back on cooldown when you come in. Okay, so you go for a pull punch, I'm guessing, because Jesse's charging up his right click. If I don't see it pull out, you boost. Oh no, he did pull. You're going for a Sigma
No,
instead.
we
That's fine.
call for pull
Yeah,
Sigma,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I like to end all my cooldowns into that
Yeah,
to get all
Wait,
the
am I in the
remaining
same
shields.
spot in the
yeah.
video?
Why?
Hmm?
What's your mindset? They're all
I
up here.
press Q. Yeah,
Well,
I
why?
press Q, they fell down.
At least wait for them to fall down.
No, because then they have time to react.
Well, they dropped the
What?
beat. They
Yeah,
dropped the
but
beat.
wow.
You don't reroll when they've dropped the beat. I don't know how you got that Moira. She should have faded away.
I'm not in the
Exactly,
same.
I would have gotten that Moira
I'm not in
if
the
she
same
had
part
time
of the
to
video.
react.
How do I
The-
get to the same part of the video?
Huh?
It's
How do I
just
get? I'm not
ready.
in the beginning of the fight. Beginning of round 2.
First page.
Refresh it.
Refresh.
Yeah, like bro, if they've
So-
got a, you don't want to combo Sigma with Reaper. That's like one of the, it's like one of the most unoptimal ones you could do with Sigma. All you need to
Oh,
do is
shit.
Sigma pull and then Doom maybe. If
That's what we've been
Wait,
doing.
we've
That's what
always
we've been
done
doing
the
that
Reaper.
every single game. Every
No,
single time Reaper has his ult, we've been comboing that, and it worked. It's been working for us.
Bongo
Shit.
Blossom's the best combo with Reaper if you're gonna combo with Reaper at all, apart from pull.
Okay, so I guess so if we ever get the warm up scrim, I guess we just practice the Doom Sigma combo.
Yeah, you do Doom Sigma, you don't do Doom Reaper, because that shit shouldn't get any kills. Who's going to be in it? A Sigma and a Lucio. The Lucio's
Dude,
beat
okay.
dropped, and you can't aim at him. The Sigma's
be-
going to be able to have a left shift as well.
To be fair, it wins us like most fights.
Because
Isn't like-
fucking
isn't
diamonds.
like-
Doom would do the same, and it charges 10 times quicker than a Reaper ult.
And also, like, isn't it just kind of like you don't even always need it because like we kind of always combo Sigma with something, but like can't you just
Okay,
like
no.
punch them in the ass?
There's two ways you use it. You either use Sigma as a tempo ult, or you use it as a proactive ult. If you use it as tempo, you use it after they use their cooldowns, they're coming into you and they can't escape of it. You use it like a Dema bomb when you want to clear out space, right? Or you use it proactively, which is to bait out all of their cooldowns. You're pretty much only going to get their Sigma and their Lucio, since this fag can get out of it, this piece of shit can get out of it, this lesbian can get out of it, and this guy is probably too far away from his team to even get trapped in it. So you're pretty much only going to get these two guys in it. And as long as you can bait the beat out, that's pretty much all you need with a Sigma ult nowadays, since beat wins fights if your Sigma ult gets jack shit. And you'll also be baiting out the Orisa shift, the Reaper shift, and the Moira fade. I can't draw on the fucking screen.
You're doing it again.
Bro, I'm gonna... Wait, how do I ban you from doing this shit? I don't even know how. Annotations.
Oh, stinky.
I can't even do that. Oh, wait.
Oh my
No,
god.
I don't even know how. Bro, I'm screen recording this. I can't fucking do anything. This is gonna lag the recording for you.
If you
So,
click
yeah.
bottom right, Sufi, there's a little settings icon, and then you can.
Yeah, no, I know, I can't. It's doesn't work for that. I tried. There's nothing for it.
Unlucky.
No, but yeah, you good
Wait,
shift
if-
on the Reaper. This
If you go full screen, you can't see these little things. It might unlock you out.
no, you can't go full screen, dumbass.
You can.
I don't
I'm
want
going
to.
full
Yeah,
screen.
you fucking
I'm full
can.
screen.
I don't want to.
See next to the settings bar, the little arrows pointing everywhere. You click on that, you go full screen.
Can't
No,
see
I
the,
don't want to. I don't.
beautiful
What do you
copy
mean?
there.
I don't see that. No. Okay, yeah. So fucking, you went in. You used the fucking your Reaper ult and your Sigma ult. Don't know why you did that, but we'll talk about that later. And then they go in for their
Fine.
Reaper ult. Good shift on him. But then look at this fight. Your Moira gets hit in this. I don't know why she doesn't have fade. I think you like. Wait. Let me see why you use your fade or some shit, so I can bully you. Where are you? I can't even tell where you are.
Just next to
I'm
the
at
Reaper.
the back.
Next to the Sigma.
Okay.
Down the ramp.
Wait, oh, he got stuck.
You faded into a wall. Oh, okay.
I was hoping you wouldn't see that.
So this should have been a 6v3, and it turned into a 4v2. Because you got another pick on their Reaper. Should have been a 6v3 right now if Phoenix looked behind him. Like when you're gonna fade backwards, just do a 180.
Sorry about it, guys. I got no excuse.
It's fine.
Yeah, just do a 180. If you're gonna run away from that, it's easier when you know where you're going. Because you don't need to like heal anyone. Your Sigma shifted this. I mean, Orisa's low as fuck. She probably used shift already, but I don't know why. Yeah, and then your Sigma dies because you died and you couldn't heal her. Oh, your Orisa dies because you died and you couldn't heal her up. So 6v3 turns into 4v3. Their Orisa dies, so it turns into 4v2, but their Sigma nails Mons on the head. Now let's see Jesse. One punch missed, alright? Jesse.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Just look at Jesse. 2 punches missed. Uppercut missed. E
There's a-
missed.
Silence the shield.
Another punch comes in, missed.
A little
Uppercut
bang.
missed.
Hold on.
Uppercut
Wait,
missed.
Wait. Just wait 2 seconds and get ready to restart it. I'm gonna get the Benny Hill theme up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, let me rewind all the way. So this fight was extremely winnable.
Okay, let's go.
If
Let's go.
Shock had aim and Lucio had aim, could have been one quicker. We can't blame them too much. They don't have one shots, and Lucio's really slippy. All right. Then here's this fag. He missed a punch. Wait, I'm gonna rewind that even more because he missed a punch on a Sigma. Okay, he hit the Orisa with the uppercut. You got the E on the Sigma, missed the right click.
I got
No.
3 kills earlier.
You missed the Sigma. All right. You missed the Lucio. You missed the uppercut. You missed the E. You go for another punch. You missed the punch. The Doom, you don't get the uppercut on the Doom. You charge up a right click. He gets it before yours. You go for an E and you fucking hit the. How? What the fuck was that E? Where did you E to? You literally E'd 1 centimeter. My dick is longer than that E. And then you go back in, and the Doomfist right clicks you out of the map. Okay,
Alright,
so that turned in
not blame Jesse the reason.
a
Blame
possible
Jesse
6v1 to no, not even the Moira. It was
To a
like
loss.
it was a fucking thingy, and the Reaper got picked off in. They literally had no DPS. They literally had no DPS. It was their Sigma, their Lucio, and their Orisa.
Wait,
and
no,
you died.
Orisa died as well. Oh wait, no, I killed
No,
Orisa.
you killed her during
someone
the
died.
6v4, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
or
yeah,
6v3.
Wait, but I killed all 3 of those kills. Fuck off.
Yeah, and then you missed the only 3 that mattered because anyone else could have gotten those kills.
I killed the first 3 matter more than the last 3. What do you mean?
Most damningly at this point, we still haven't capped the point. So all this time, all
Yeah.
this fight.
Wait, 1 sec. I know where the time was, don't worry.
Darn it,
The
fucking
fight
12%.
started. The fight started, and you got the pick. I'll count when you get the first pick. The fight's winnable now. God knows what percent that is, but it's in its
23.
20s. 23%.
No, I ain't 23. That's 73.
23. You got the first pick. You got the
John's
second pick at 25,
Oh no, it's 20. Yeah, it's 30, 40.
and they stalled to 64. They stalled 40%.
Ooh.
Because
Ain't
Joel
good.
was calling winnable in the comms. I could hear it
Winnable.
without even being in there.
I could, hear,
Winnable,
I, could
winnable.
hear, I could hear it from my party.
Okay, so what we learned is you're going to stay tight, you're going to stay close, you're going to get a pick, and then you're going to look behind you when you go for your Wraith forms. And then you're going to make sure that once you get those kills, you go aggro. You save your shield, you place it down behind their Orisa, or in front of them directly. So like if their Orisa's here and you're going aggro, you place it right here, maybe even here with your Sigma shield. And then you rape her, because she can't do anything. Instead, we choose not to do this and lose 40%. Feels bad. Somehow you don't kill him. I don't think he charged up fully or some shit. Okay, so you go for a bongo, they go for a bongo. Where's this bongo placement? I want to bully you. Okay, never mind. Oh, it's sort of on there. You could have just placed it on the low ground there and it would have been even more safe. There is a bongos in the open.
Let's not bully it because it could have been.
There is a bongos free real estate for you. All you need to do is just punch through. Get it bursted down. And they go for a doom ult, and they somehow don't get your bongos. There's a big pull from them. But yeah, like, you know they were going to go for... I don't know if you all tracked this or whatever, but as soon as they go for a doom ult, just please split on either side of the shield. Your Sigma has another shield. He can place it down. You get 4 angles you can hide from him. He's going to get 2 people at best. That's all he should be getting. And he got 3 pretty much. So yeah, then you got rolled into that fight because it was last fight. You dragged out the one before it too long.
Yeah, it's 3.
It's a big Sigma ult. Alright,
Yo,
Joel.
shock. That was a shock's
Oh, that
goal
was
was amazing.
shock.
Yeah, did you see that?
Doink.
Holy shit, what a game up.
It's a pillow.
Unlucky.
Okay, I haven't seen this next round.
I
so
hate my will match. Like I played awful on that. I'm not
I
gonna
haven't
lie.
seen this map. It's the lighthouse.
I don't even
Hey,
remember these
we
games,
can
dude. I
learn
filtered them
more
out.
from this because we didn't win or win.
No, we won this one.
Reaper Fara, it's a Doom Fara, hello?
we won this. We won this kind of point. I'll
Doom
say.
Fara is better.
I had no idea what I did this round. Not gonna lie.
We don't know what you're doing any round.
I don't
I can't
remember what I was
remember.
doing this round,
I
but
probably threw or
I'm
something.
sure I was
Okay.
doing something.
Coming through here is fine. I think, like, if you've called out they have a Fara and you go into this room, that's fine. Because you're bunkering up and they're coming through here. Unless they go straight to point, you're fine going into this room with a Fara. Because if they come through here, or if they come through there, you can run into them while the pharmacy's making this a 6v4. Don't know why your Doomfist is up here. He could just be with your team and scout what they're doing. You shouldn't be doing your own little flanks until you know what they're running and where they're coming from. First fight's always like, stay grouped as much as you can
Yeah.
until you know.
Other than that, like, do you think it's better for the Reaper to flank or Doom?
No, it doesn't matter. Reaper can flank quicker than you with his TP and shit, so he can be the first one, but your cooldowns come up quicker. So it's like, best case scenario, you Doom flanks first. On first fight, either one of you. Because if you flank first as Doom, you get your cooldowns as soon as the Reaper's done flanking, and then you go back in. So you're like putting three flanks, and they won't have
Wait,
any
you really
cooldowns.
think I can last 4 seconds?
All you need to do, he's gonna go in with his punch. He's gonna uppercut and E back. His punch is already 2 seconds left, and the rest of his cooldowns are 4 seconds. All you need
Wait,
to do
you really
is,
think I can I can last 2 seconds, buddy?
bro, I can wank for longer than 2 seconds. You can last on
Do it.
Reaper for longer than 2 seconds.
No, I can't do it. I'm very bad in bed.
And they got a Pharah. How the fuck is that gonna do any damage to you, bro? They haven't got a Doomfist. You can't get one shot unless you're the fucking TP into the Reaper and miss. So like, right now you should be in this room. You're giving the Pharah free poke by being up here. And no one can punish apart from your Sigma, who's somehow double shielded in a place where he could be shielding behind where this piece of shit's coming from. It's way better to try and deal with the Pharah as Sigma. You should be soloing her out, even in Bastion comps. If you're in Sigma, just like shield the Pharah wherever she is. Shift onto the Bastion or whatever, but your main priority is shielding the Pharah and make sure she can't fuck up you jumping on a Bastion or jumping onto their death ball right here. Like, if they've got a Pharah, they want to play slow, you want to play faster, right? Remember what I said about tempo? They don't have a one punch. You do. They've got a Reaper instead of Doom. I don't know why. They've got way less poke than you do. Like, because a one shot fucking does way more than a Pharah ever will. As long as she's blocked off, she can't do shit to you. And you've used your shift already because you weren't shielding off the Pharah. So your Reaper flank comes in, he's already retreated, he's used his cooldowns. I think that's just Jesse there going in for a flank or some shit. Darius has used gold. You should be going into it right now. You don't, and Joel dies because you're not shielding the Pharah shock, or if he's here.
No,
Yeah,
sure.
and their Pharah builds ult. Literally, the point wasn't even unlocked, and she built her ult. Because they went, like, Sigma does so much against the Pharah, it's ridiculous. It's like playing against the Widow. The Sigma does, his only job is to solo her out and tilt her. So, we're just gonna say Shock feels bad. And he died last, big stagger, big throw.
Okay, so I gave Shock a bit of a tip, right? So it was like we were playing against a Pharah Bastion, and he was shielding the firewall. The whole team was getting melted by the Bastion.
No, that's fine. He should be
Okay,
doing
cool.
that.
Okay, good.
He
So I
just
told
needs-
us to do that, and now
he-
you just said that. I'm like, oh, wait, did I tell
He
him to
needs
do
to
the
be
wrong
running
thing?
into the Bastion first when you engage on him. If you're not running a Bastion comp and you're running Doom Reaper, you need to be on some sort of high ground or choke or something where you can run into him.
With
And
the
he needs
E.
to just shield the Pharah off and shift the Bastion. As soon as he's done shifting the Bastion, shield the Pharah again and then try and put any damage
Okay.
into the Bastion you can.
Okay, cool, good.
His main
That's all right.
priority isn't to kill the Bastion, it's to block the Pharah from killing your team so the rest of your team can kill the Bastion. He does a
Okay.
lot of damage, but your Reaper should be able to be like dealing with the Bastion by himself as long as Immortality's down.
Coolio.
Like, Doom, by the way, is dog shit against Bastion. Run a Pharah instead.
Okay.
So you can 1v1 the Pharah as well, if you need to, so your
So
Sigma can
what's
put more
the-
pressure.
But wait, I can't play Pharah though.
Yeah, if you can't play
I can,
Pharah-
but it's dog
Put your hands
shit.
up. Put your hands
If
up.
you can't play Pharah, you play Mei. If you can't play Mei, unlucky, do a Bastion Mirror.
Fuck.
Fuck.
If you can't even do that, like, have fun.
What-
Like, just have fun.
Would a Hanzo maybe work instead of fire?
No, fuck no. Hanzo, I mean, unless you're a god, like, I'd only say the only way a Hanzo works is if you're top 500 with him.
Oh
He
dear.
takes so much fucking mechanical skill and flanks, because all Hanzo can do is flank. And if you can't get a one-shot instantly, you can't flank.
Okay.
Hanzo's squishy as shit. You don't want to be putting... if you put a Mercy in him especially, like, he needs a Mercy, and if you're making it a 6v4 against a Bastion, you're fucked.
Well, I guess what you're right then. Cool.
No, I guess I'll have to grind Hanzo then.
Okay,
Go
so you
for
go into the
100.
point first, which is fine. You could have, like, maybe gotten booped here, but that's fine. Whoever called the rollout to go through here, I think it was... Yeah, you went through this mega room. That was a good call out.
I think that was actually me you did. Like, it was either me or Shock.
You were
Yeah.
shocked.
Like, you just want to be straight on the point.
Aye.
You want to turtle on the point. You got a Doom and a
No,
Reaper.
I just think it was just.
Yeah, I think it was me.
No, I'm
wasn't it?
like
I think Shock did
99%
it
sure
the second
Joe.
time.
I actually hit it was me.
I heard no. But, like, seriously,
my Doomfist call.
It's highly likely as well that no one called anything and we all just bumbled our way through that.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's like, I think
Like,
Shock called it the second time. He did.
yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, the
It
reason
should've
why... Reason why is just because as soon as Sigma shields off the Pharah, Mercy and the Pharah do jack shit, and it's a 6v4, you've got a Doomfist on the point who wins fucking you every single day of the week. It's a 6v4 and they had to push onto the point. Pharah can't do much unless she has a barrage, and she can't build that if there's a shield block in her. Okay. So I mean, wait, let me just see this fucking coalescence. Okay, you use a coalescence before they got onto the point. As soon as they're out here,
Mercy's rezzing, man.
the Mercy's
rezzing.
rezzing. How are you gonna kill a Mercy before she finishes rezzing?
Yeah, I know. But that's why I did it.
She's
Bad
also
call or not?
Valking. She's also Valking, I think. Oh, never mind, she's not. But yeah, she lives through that anyway. So like, you want a coalescence as soon as they get onto the point, so that they either need to be forced off the point, or they just take the damage for free and you can kill them through it. Because right now they're coalescing into you and you're on the point. You can't kite away since they've got Pharah. They've trapped you. Their coalescence is getting like 10 times more value than yours. You can only hit. You can only hit this door, this door, this door, that door, or that door, whatever the fuck, whichever way they're coming through. Their Moira's hitting just onto the point. Everyone who's on the point grouped up on the Orisa. Like, you want to make sure if you're gonna use a Moira ult, and there's like a corner like this or some shit. If you're here, and their team's over here, if you use your coalescence already, all they need to do is just hide around this corner. Or just kite back to point if the point's this way. And if you're defending, you want to use your coalescence as soon as you're like on top of each other, like both you and the enemy, like that. Instead, like just use it a second later than you think.
Okay.
But the Sigma's on the
Saw
point
your
for free.
flag.
Why aren't you shooting this fag on the point? How is he not dead? Bloody Isaiah's
I think
trying to
I'd die.
1v1 a Reaper was somewhere outside the point, gets the kill somehow because their Reaper's dog shit.
Pretty
Makes
sure
it a
it's random
5v5.
selection.
Yeah. Yeah, like their Moira's in the point now as well. They're trying to get too comfortable. They're not respecting you enough. It's a 3v5 on the point right now. Just call the Sigma who's already on the point, and you should have been able to kill him easy. The Sigma's playing way too, like, he's not giving you enough respect. You can bully him a lot more than you could think. You somehow stole this point now, I think.
I think we just like press Q into them and we just stall it forever.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only Death Blossom, and that wins it. Might be, I'm not sure.
That Reaper's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I said. He died to his
Mirror
eye and then he
matchup.
gets one shot.
Oh, it's a big ult.
He gets no one in it. What do you mean?
Oh. okay,
How
I
are you
saw-
stalling this? They're just not focusing you. You're not focusing them, they're not focusing you. You didn't
What
even.
was that?
You used
played
the
it-
beat and a blossom when there was two of them on the point! There were two! The Sigma was on the point the longest and he dies last. How has that happened? He's still
I'll
not
leave you-
dead.
I leave you guys alone for
La, la,
one
la, la,
match.
la, 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 la. Okay, I'm gonna rewind this entire fight. Okay. Coalescence, they res their res. It's 6v6 again. Look at their Sigmas. He's put a shield up here. You're a fucking Reaper in front of his face and he shielded it behind you. You just click on his head.
Nah, I'm out for the Pharah, dude. Oh wait, there I died.
You died to the Sigma instead of getting enough lifesteal to kill him.
I'm blaming healers.
What a boosted, what a
No,
boosted
you-
Reaper.
I
Boosted
was
by
saying, but
Matt.
you cannot 1v1 a Reaper. It's so difficult.
So let's watch this punch again. So there's an Orisa here who's just used a gold. There's a Sigma here who's been on the point longer than I've been a virgin. There's a Moira here who I don't know if she's faded or not. She just used Coalescence. She probably has it again, so she's not a viable option to go onto. But their Orisa's half HP. And there's a Pharah on the screen who shouldn't be close enough for this. Now let's see, which one does Jesse punch?
Pharah,
Fucking
champ.
Pharah, for fuck's sake. Could have punched a one-shot Orisa. Pharah doesn't even get killed because she slides. You didn't even charge the punch up, so she would die if she did. It does half HP. She's got 6 bars. You didn't even charge it fully, bro. You could have killed the Orisa way earlier. Oh, and let's look at this uppercut.
Basically, we just
E.
blamed Jesse for this defeat.
Look at that
Hold
uppercut.
uppercut.
Got no one. E. Behind. How does he E
How
behind?
does he go behind with
Yeah,
his E
and
on?
their Orisa's just got
How
a
did
gold.
he even do that?
Orisa just got a gold now.
works, okay? Okay,
That's
I
a
don't know
sick
how that
punch.
works.
So Orisa's just used gold. Jesse's charging a punch. Who does he hit?
Charging him.
Fucking Orisa! The Moira is right in front of your face. Your Moira just died. You need to get this Moira, you die.
Oh.
And you punch the Orisa instead. This point looks lovely, by the way. I can see what's happening.
Thank God for Monte. He comes in a minute and uses.
It wasn't even Mons, they just didn't go into the point. Look at them. There are 4 of them there and they're not all on the point. Now they're on the point, but it's too late since it's still a 4v2. Could have been a 5v3 or 5v2.
Don't worry, Mon's got his ult.
No, I'm going for the
Then
Pharah
they
match
use
here.
a Sigma on a Moira, an Orisa, and a Reaper. He hasn't kept track of what cooldowns they have, obviously, since none of them get hit by it. And what he's done is just given you enough. They've all dropped off the point. If they stayed on the point and fucked you for using your cooldowns, you would have died. You didn't because
I
their
forced
Pharah
them off
dropped
the
out.
point. Okay, shit.
How do you force a Pharah off the point?
Because I'm so oppressive.
How do you
I'm
force?
just
She shouldn't be
I'm
on the
that
point.
good
She
at
should be
it.
on the
Check
window.
the Pharah's HP. Check the Pharah's HP, dude. I'm just too good. You don't understand.
Oh, look at that half HP
Oh,
far.
massive,
Look at that half HP far.
I got
And
2
the
kills. The beat was.
Their Pharah
Wow.
should be just outside of the point. Not inside, but just outside so she can deal with you right now. But she's not even doing that. She's either in the point or she's fucked off because she's scared of a Reaper. What does that say about their Pharah? Boosted. That's what it says.
No, it says that I'm better.
She's got 2 barrages in
Go on,
about a
Mons, you'll
minute,
kill
and
the
she
Pharah
has
now.
only
Go on.
she hasn't gotten value with any of them. She got a
Please tell
barrage
me.
in 2 minutes. She got a value with the first one. Never mind. But the second one, she didn't get shit. She's just been spamming into your team for free. That's all she can do. Bro, like honestly, just like bunker in the point, and whoever gets onto the point, you kill them. If they all get onto the point, it's a 6v4. Just call a target, you win. Make sure the Pharah can't spam you. That's all you need to do to win. Look how far this Pharah is. The amount of time it takes us to rotate to this door or to this window takes fucking years. Your Sigma can just AFK his shield there, play like about fucking 3 Minecraft hardcore survival games before she can even rotate to another door. Like,
But I don't think Shock has Minecraft.
oh bro, he doesn't need to. He's a boomer. He won't.
Can I just give the Moira some props? The Moira just missed a Discord orb on the ploy. Can you go back 10 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Discord.
Oh
See,
yeah,
look,
Moira's
look at her orb.
Discord
Look at her orb. Big orb. Big orb.
Yeah, it was a massive Discord orb.
So
The
they
value.
bongoed back here, right?
What's it? Disharmony? What's? I don't know what it's
It's
called.
like I think no.
It's
Ben's healing things harmony. He's got harmony, destruction, and
Orb
Discord.
of Destruction. No, wait.
okay.
Whatever it is, her damage.
All you need to
Nobody
do
really
is make
gets-
sure you hide behind this wall, or hide in this corner, hide in that corner, wherever they are. Just like, because they've got a bongo and a coalescence coming into your face. You don't want to be taking any of this. Just make sure you can shield off the fire, wait for them to come into you. Because they won't be able to LOS their bongos. And then Moira should be too close that she can't heal their entire team and shoot you at the same time. Because she'll need to look around too much. So like, you back off now, which is fine. And you combo your Sigma, I guess. I can't see where this is. They've already built another fucking barrage before Mons has even built another fucking Reaper ult.
In 22%, buddy. I can't build that.
And it's like a 6v3, so you lose this, yeah. So make sure you back off more often, because what the thing is though, they use 1, 2, 3, 4 ults. They over ulted, of course you're gonna get rolled. But you use the Sigma ult once they've used 3 ults. You shouldn't have used your Sigma ult that fight. You should have just held on to it. If you're already at
Shock, I hope you're
disadvantage.
taking notes.
He's not. Wait, is he here?
No, it was sarcasm. I know.
Oh yeah. Yorissa just got bongo, so she wouldn't have had it. Phoenix just got coalescence, so he wouldn't have had it. The only ult you had that fight was thingy, Sigma, and they just used 3 ults. You're 1 to 3 ult at least. If you didn't ult track properly, that's what you should have gotten from that. Like, Shock should be thinking to himself, if I use my ult, I'm not going to get anything with it, because they've used they haven't used any cooldowns, they've just used their ults. Just hold it for the next fight, because you're what, 90%, 81%? You win next fight and you win the game.
Sneaky.
So yeah, you use your bongo, you run into the point like you should do, like good boys, because their Pharah's fucking off and not touching you. Where is this Sigma shield ever going to come and stop the Pharah? She got 3! Oh my god, she got 2.
Dude, look, I'm forcing her away again.
That's not your job.
Yeah, effectively what's happened throughout this game is that instead of us having a shield for the Pharaoh, we've had Mons.
Yeah.
Like, where the shield should have been, Mons was.
Instead of shield, you have bullets, which don't touch her at all.
I mean, I killed the Mercy.
Bro, you're practically throwing like little.
I know this next round I'm gonna get bullied.
You know when you use a rubber. You know when you use a rubber on a piece of paper and you get the little shavings, the little black bits. That's what you're throwing at the fire right now. You're throwing little useless piece of eraser shit.
Okay, so if I would throw those shits at you constantly, you get annoyed as fuck.
No, I'd build a barrage.
Annoyance isn't what we're going for
Bro,
here.
I'd build a barrage and throw my entire pencil case at you, alright? You're throwing little pieces of rubber.
Yeah, but you only throw it once, dude.
Bro,
You know how many times I throw those at you?
their fire got barrage 4 times that round, I think.
Okay, you threw it 4 times, I threw it fucking 12 billion.
Yeah, they're still rubber shavings. What are they gonna do? Give me a little fucking rashes.
What are your pencil cases?
Rubber poisoning.
My pencil case, bro. It's got a fucking compass in it. That's a pointy object. It's got scissors, bro. I got scissors in that fucking pencil case.
Why do you have scissors in your pencil case?
Cause I'm a bigger boy, alright? I'm a bigger boy. It's classic. I've got all my pencils. They've all been sharpened. They're gonna fuck you, bro. Only pen I've got is a fountain pen. That shit's sharp.
Too bad they're in a case.
So right now, what are you running? You're running the same comp.
Let's wait for
You could go here. Going here might be a good thing if you think they're running a Pharah. The Pharah's boosted. Don't know why they are, but they are. Right, going into this room isn't the worst thing if you want to change things up and throw them off. Because people who play the meta aren't used to anything that's off meta. And if you do something unpredictable that you're good at and have coordinated, not something you've done on a whim,
Like
you might be able to get
Widow,
away with
let's
it.
go.
No. Not on a whim. Coordinated.
Yeah,
their
coordinated Widow.
Their
on
Pharah
a
just
whim.
used boop and threw with it, even though it could have been pulled, booped with a Lucio as well. But we don't talk about that.
They don't have a Lucio.
Is Shock ever gonna shield this fucking Pharah? Why is he shielding the team when there's already a shield?
No, but
Expla-
shit, that's a meta, buddy.
America, explain. America, explain.
I love that.
Double shield is a meta because it deals with more than one fucking angle.
Oh, At least he just blocked the Farah.
Oh, for once.
Jeez, my guy.
You go for a pull what? Pull what? What happened with the pull?
I think I called for it, but I was forced out.
You called for it while you were 1 HP again. That's a great thing to do. Would recommend.
Wait, no, I wasn't 1 HP when I called for it. I think.
Okay, let's rewind.
Okay.
Never
rewind
mind, I
back
never
a
called for
little
it.
more, a little more.
Did he get healed? Did he get healed? Let's see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh, he's still. Oh, no, wait. I think I missed it. Okay, let's see. You called for it. The pull comes in. You just pussied out for no reason. You had a reasonable amount of HP. You had 200. You get 30 off a shield if you punch someone or E onto them. By the way, if they haven't used any of their cooldowns, just E from a high ground. You're already up here. I'm pretty sure you were. I'll rewind it to see. I don't know if I can catch you.
Yeah, so if they have 45,
Yeah,
I
look.
E, right?
You're up here. If they have Fortify or any
That's
cooldowns,
me.
you E, you punch, you uppercut and punch out. It's the quickest way to get
Yeah.
out. And you're not restricted because like uppercut E, I don't think it might reach over there if you're gonna punch someone right here. So uppercut E, punch, right? When you need to build ult charge, your E gives you fuck tons of shield, fuck tons of ult charge. You uppercut punch out. The only thing that stops you is if you uppercut a Sigma and you punch into him. But then again, he gets either punched into the hole, or punched into your team. Killing a Sigma and trading your Sigma for a Doom might be worth it. Your Doom's still the biggest carry in your team, but I don't know.
Efficiency.
You're not close
No,
enough to make
no,
use
this
out of it.
team. Got him.
Yeah. Their
But you
Doom
know
should be the
that-
carry. They don't even have a Doom again. No, Sigma trading your Sigma for a Doom's worth it in here because you can just run into them 5v3 if they block their Farah. But then-
Sippy, you know the guy you said
What
we used-
even happened to you? Joel's holding where you should be right now, or you should be rotating through
They-
here actually.
They pulled, and then Farah popped around the side of the building and put 2 rockets in it. Took me out. I got
Yeah.
a direct hit with damage boost.
Yeah.
I was gutted about that, but nothing. I could have seen them, but having not seen them, I just got 2 direct hits.
You need to keep track of that, especially.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big sound. Makes the most sound in the game. The only Arab, like one of the only Arabs in the game, makes the loudest sounds with a fucking oil-fueled jetpack. All right. You need to be able to hear that shit. Otherwise, you're gonna get like raped like that again. You have a shield here. You can like play around it for a bit if you know around about where their far has been. Like as a like flex support, Ana, Moira, or Mercy, you need to have a mind map of where this guy is, 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 and everyone else on your team as well. You need to have a little mind map where they are. The rest of the team is probably easy. They're all bunkering. You just need to know where their pharmacy is and where your DPS are going, so you can possibly orb them in.
At that point, we didn't know they had a pharmacy. I don't think we'd called them.
Oh no, you definitely knew they had a pharmacy.
No, she was there from the start, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Look at this
yeah,
shit.
We'd seen damage, yeah.
If you don't know they have a pharmacy from this, I don't know how to help you.
I think they're having a
See,
restart,
no,
I'm not
man,
entirely
not
sure.
bully.
No, you're right. So at that point, I should have been watching for her going, right.
You
And she has
just
been sticking to that side.
you just saw her go through here. Anyone with any common sense would know she's probably flanking around here. And you see the pull come in. It's probably even worth fading away as soon as you see a rocket come at you, because if you've all gotten pulled, it's more safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. Just find out where she is with your fade if you don't know where she is at all. If you know where she is, you can hide around the corner, and if you see a pull come in, just get on the other side of the shield so you don't get pulled, and then heal the rest of your team. And by the way, if you're all gonna if 3 of you are gonna go up here, make sure you all go up here. Like, go around here so you don't get booped by the Pharah or the Lucio who's trying to go for a Reddit play, and like all commit to the rest of their team because they've got a Pharah. It's a 6v4.
Lucio.
Yeah, like the only thing that can punish you is a Rissa pull and a Pharah boop. As long as you can avoid that, it's free real estate. Why are
Who
you
is it
still
that-
here? Why are
Who
you
is it
still
that's
here?
gone now? I think it's just Doom. Is it Doom and Lucy?
Lucio, Sigma's in this room, and your Doom's punching into them. Oh no, Sigma's here. Yeah, Sigma's right there where I'm piling.
Sigma's right there, yeah.
And your Doom's
So
right
should have
there.
gone.
And instead we have little old Joel having a fun time here, having no heals, just using his gold for no reason, when he could just be kiting the Pharah. All you need to do is watch where the rocket's coming from. It's not a hit scan, you can track it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Almost got booped. Look at him, he's getting bullied, just like he does every day at school.
No baby.
It was bad, man.
And what fag gets out? This little piece of shit. Guy did nothing the entire round, and he's the slimy fuck who gets out. Okay, so you go fire yourself.
And look, the real hero just gets out of the fight.
Mons,
without
if
a
you don't
scratch.
shit on this Farah, I'm judging you.
Okay. boys,
After
I'm gonna
what
take
she's
up
done
my
Mons,
this
you don't
entire
kill her
game.
once. You don't kill her once, Mons.
Dude,
if-
I'm gonna go BRB right
Sorry,
now.
just can we pause for a second?
Okay.
We said at this point in the game we were worried because we would have tried to run Farah and Reaper, but we're saying Farah and Doom is actually what we should be running if we're going to. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be running that, if you want to run the Farah to mirror match it, sure. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. But you need to run into their team. You're staying
That's
too
my
passive.
question. So they had Farah and Reaper. So were we fine running Farah and Doom into because we couldn't really run Farah Reaper?
I mean, if you can't really run Farah Reaper, you need to be more aggro, yeah. If you are gonna run Farah Reaper, then you can be more passive. You just need to make sure your Farah's keeping their Farah away. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
Oh shit! I don't know. I
Use
wanted to
some
find this
different
clip.
gameplay.
Never mind. Couldn't find a clip. Okay, so being
Oh,
in this
he's
room
getting
is
worried
fine.
there.
You get coalescence, all you need to do is hide this corner. Instead, you're taking 3 damage and giving that coalescence value. Who knows why? You shifted the coalescence, big value. You know what you could have done with that shift? You could have stopped their Reaper from raping your Orisa. You
you
could
can
have
see what
made
happens
sure
if
you
they
had
lead it.
shields. You
can
could have
see what
gotten
happens if
charged.
He's not here, guys. He's not here.
I know he's
Yeah, I
not
know.
here. That's why I'm bullying him.
Look at
It's
this.
free for me. Okay.
That could have been used for lays.
Could have been, you know, could have been. I don't know if he has the reaction time to rotate to that though. He's a boomer,
Yeah,
you
I
don't know
guess.
what happened to him. Yeah. Like, their Farah didn't use ult that entire fight. She used barrage 4 times in the last round. All she's good at is spamming and building barrages. You should have at least a common sense to realize, like, after one really long fight, and it's 50%, someone should have ult tracked barrage so he wouldn't have used shift like that.
Oh yeah, guys. Remember when we used to do ult tracking?
Same.
Right, we've done that.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna bully Phoenix again.
Oh, thank God I'm getting
Oh
glossed over.
no!
Look
I'm
at where
getting
they
pranked
are.
for saying anything,
Look
so
at where
I'm
they
getting glossed
are.
over.
There's a corner right here. The only one peeking is Eris and their Sigma. And what value does this coalescence get?
Yeah,
It can't even reach them! It
Almost
can't
does.
even reach them!
I'm not sure what that coalescence is about either.
Your
to be
team isn't
honest.
running into them. Your team isn't getting pressured by them. No one's
When
low.
did I do it? Is this a miscue or something? When did I do it? It looked
You
like I
did it as
quite
soon as
early.
you peeked the corner before you even knew where they were. You
Yeah,
need
I'm
to
not even sure I knew where they were. Yeah, no, I've got no excuse for that.
Okay, and let's see Jesse again. Mr. Happy Fun Time with his punch. Where is he? Little fag punches into Orisa, baits out a gold. Good. But now you have what cooldown to get out an E? Where the fuck are you gonna E to? You get rocked instead. All you used is meter strike.
Inside.
Oh, you traded. It's winnable. Shot,
Look, I'm alive,
Shots
I'm alive.
finally shielded the fire. Oh, never mind. I tried to help him.
Look, I survived. It's easy clap.
How?
I don't know, to be honest.
Wait,
but
okay, wait. I'm gonna
it
look at the
happened.
HP bars. Look at this HP bar and look at this HP bar. All right. I can't see it on the screen. I wish I could. Okay, so
Oh
right
my
now,
God.
Oh my. Wait.
over here we have Happy McFun Punch, 2v1ing a Reaper with his Moira. You'd think they'd win, but somehow the Moira gets clipped and doesn't get the healing. You should really be calling out for your Mercy since, like, I don't know where Monza. I think he's around the
Wait, last
windmill.
second, Brady is still here.
I don't know. I can't be
Yeah.
asked to check.
Oh,
Oh
he
yeah,
is here.
yeah. Like Monza's Monza's healed up already. If you're low and you're getting raped by their DPS, call it earlier. Cause like, look how low you've been this entire time. Alright, you're full HP here. You get poked out by their fire 1 shot, 2 shot. It's what, 68%, 64% or something. It's 66. And like, you've been low for a good 4 seconds. You didn't call it out. Or at least Azai didn't help you. Either one, either way.
I don't think I was calling for heals. I think that's the problem. I think I was probably just shouting at someone to come and deal with the Reaper.
Like when you don't have a Lucio, you think it's just you and your orb and your life steal that's keeping you up. When you have a Lucio, he's speeding you out more often than you think, or he's be able to heal you up as well as your life steal, which is more than enough for you. But like when you have a Mercy, you need to be calling out. As long as Mons is full HP and he's hiding around this windmill, by the way, so he's not gonna get poked by the Pharah or some shit. You should be calling out for that because the Reaper's one shot. Your Doom should be able to kill him. If he doesn't, I'm laughing.
Wait, the Reaper's not
Yeah,
one
look, you
shot.
use Fade. You could have faded into the mini room, to be honest. You could have kept yourself up. Yeah, the Reaper died. So it's still a semi-even
Yes, I
fight.
didn't get laughed at.
Sigma
Didn't get laughed at. Easy clap.
Okay, well, let's look at this punch. Oh,
I
punch him into
killed
the
her!
hole. Well done. And then she
I
gets
managed not to
res
get
because you
ba-
don't camp the body. Oh, never mind. You got the res. Oh, no, you didn't.
Man's like
When
that
you kill a
ability, I just
Pharah,
knew.
when you kill a Pharah and you still have your boop, what do you do with it?
I booped the Orisa.
Their Mercy's still alive. You killed their Pharah. You have their boop. Who do you choose to boop? The Orisa, who's probably got gold. Oh, you didn't even boop her into the hole. She died anyway. You could have saved that boop for their Mercy since you don't have a Lucio to boop her away. You could have just
Yeah,
saved
but
it to
she
boop
was
the
in
Mercy away.
Valk.
Doesn't matter if she's in Valk. You boop her away, she gets knocked away either way. She's further away in
But-
Valk. She's staying further away from the Pharah because she can move quicker.
Sufi, I don't think you understand. She was in Valk here.
Okay, I don't think you understand. I've got more brain cells than you.
Arguable?
Look, their Mercy.
It's
Wait.
not.
I thought their Mercy was gonna die in the hole. No. Okay, so currently stalling the point is a pharmacy, which anyone could be shooting at. Oh, never mind. They're not stalling the point.
Goodbye.
Oh,
It's a
oh,
5v2! Grow aim! Get aim! Get aim! That's just a mechanical thing. That's all I can say is unlucky. Okay. So what happened that fight is you couldn't shoot a pharmacy. The pharmacy
It's
got a
pretty
barrage.
hard to like shoot him with Doomfist. That's like no
Even then,
damage.
no, it's fine. It's fair enough if you can't shoot a pharmacy. I'm not expecting you to at this ranks. And with the heroes you're playing, Mons is the only one who can deal with her, apart from shock shielding and maybe landing a few shots every now and then. But his splash
I could
damage
go for
and
a Reddit
one
player,
direct
but-
from Mons, and his splash damage should be able to kill a farmer.
So
Or a
basically,
Mercy.
this is Mons' fault.
Yeah,
Like,
well, she's dead!
It's not Mons' fault. You can at least wait until she barrages, then she's free, and he does kill her during the barrage. But Shock didn't save his shift or his shield for the fire when she barrages. So I'm pointing my fingers at all of you, alright?
Even Asayo.
Even Azaya, bro, he's going for the res right there. Somehow, I mean, no, that was a fine res.
Big
No,
job.
good job. Azaya did the one good thing that fight. Well done.
Yeah.
You resed while
Yeah.
you resed in safety. Well done.
Jeez, MVP.
Now they've got a
Carry.
bongo. You know what you could do while you're Valking? Shoot the bongo. I've seen
the
it done
shield.
so many. Yeah, go behind the shield. You're flying, dumbass. You're already losing the fight.
That's
Look
fair
at it.
enough.
You got 1, 2, 3 died, and your wrist is not even there yet, so it's 4. It's only the Farah, you, and you. All right, it's 3v5 right now.
What do you mean 3v5? I see a 2v5 there.
Oh, now it's a 2v5. So like, unless you, yeah, your Sigma's died. You might as well just kill the bongo. You're not getting a kill here. Make it easier for Joel to stall it.
Nope.
Oh,
Big
he gets another one. Nope, didn't get it. And okay, so I'll be more serious with that round. You need to push into their team more. You need to make sure their Farah doesn't rape you. Shock didn't shield the Farah for one. Like I think once he shielded her at the beginning of the round and maybe in the middle. But you need to be, and Shock needs to be deleting that Farah's like mental state. He needs to be driving her insane with the shields and shit. And the only thing he needs to hold his shift for is either a Death Blossom or a Fire Barrage. If they don't have it and you haven't ult tracked it, you can use it to like save your shields from the Reaper. But like the only thing he's really gonna be saving your shields from is like Sigma spam and maybe Orisa spam. Like if he needs it for the quick HP and keep your shields up so you win the shield war even more, good. But like his shift usage and shield were hard to watch that entire round. And Jesse, please, if there is
boy.
got shift, don't fucking punch into her. Like use your E or uppercut punch out. And when you know they haven't used any cooldowns, don't use all of your cooldowns and hope your ult can get you out. Because then the rest of your team dies because you've used up all of your pressure and they just get free poke on you. I don't know what the fuck Mons
Yeah.
was doing on Reaper half that round. If you're not going to be playing really slow and your team's like committed to playing slow, just up to fire instantly. Like even a Widow would have been better in that situation, but Mons can't play
Yes.
Doom, so that's not happening.
Fuck.
Yeah. Joel
That's
was
fine.
playing semi. If his team's going in and he's holding at the choke, that's a bit Papega. Just going with the rest of your team. Like,
Wait, so are you saying we should actually run Bastion then?
if you would no, King of the Hill Bastion. Hello, are you retarded?
You said
Yeah.
every
Well,
time Widow was good, Bastion was better.
Yeah, Widow isn't good here though, because you can't play a Pharah.
Yeah,
we
but
lost,
Doom
we
Reaper.
lost to a Bastion
Doom
on both
Reaper
sides
should
just
win.
now, boys.
Doom Reaper should win this matchup every day of the week. All you need to do is rotate through here, and if they're holding this side of the choke, which they've been the entire round, you just go through here, and it's a shorter rotation for you.
But you gotta
Like,
realize we really told
You have a
them.
Lucio, they don't. You speed through here, but by the time they see you and react to you, the only way they can move is about here or maybe into the mini room. Then they give the point for free. Sigma just
think
needs to
one-
shield and cap the point.
One thing we could call for it or like do is like have someone like or like main tank or someone decide like the pathing properly. I don't think we
Yeah,
think
that's your
about that at
IGL.
all.
That's your main support. That's a Zaya's role. Have fun.
Okay.
Have fun with the
Oh,
Zaya
Wait,
no,
but
going.
Aside is just the
crikey.
black builder and doesn't talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said have fun.
So that's why we put it on the main tank, right?
If Radio
I
wants to do
can-
that, fine. But he's overloading his brain if he does that. If he has to do pre-fight, post-fight,
Hey!
and mid-fight planning, you're putting too much on him.
I mean, we have a boomer.
I can
That's
take it. I'm a
I,
genius.
yeah, I'm kind of happy to do some of the outside of the fights.
No
but
offense,
To be honest, right,
Outside of games, you're fine. Inside of games, you take 10 years to dictate your essay of a plan. You need to make things snappy if you want to do it. That's what I've realized with
Yeah,
you.
I'm
need,
happy to work on that though.
you don't
rather
need to
work on it
explain
than just-
why. You don't need to explain how. You don't need to. Oh, you do need to explain how. You just need to say where and how. And all you need to do is just do it, alright? You don't need to give us a reason why. Give us all the advantages, disadvantages, its effects on the economy. You don't need to give us a weather report while you're doing it. Like, just give us the plan, and if we say yes, we do it, alright? We stick to it, alright? We stick to it. You don't say yes or no to him. You just say, okay, let's do it. You try different shit out if you're failing at the same thing over and over again. If you know the
Okay.
same thing works, and you're doing it but not working, that's just a mismatch up of your mechanical skills, alright? If I've told you something works, and it doesn't work when you try it, either you don't understand it, or it's just a mechanical difference. That's what you need to worry about. Okay. So you're kicked off the team now, Mons. I have the power now, bitch.
Fuck. Dude.
Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna end the recording there. I'll upload it later today.